Ask Tom on Home Show.
Michael from Meyerland has a question about a leaky garage.
Yeah, it's in a garage that was built with wood from 1963, Tom. And Michael writes to us, water gets in the garage sometimes when it rains real hard. And we have a wood cabinet built in there. And as you can see in this picture, water has gotten inside it. And my questions are, one, what do I do about the damage and the issues for the cabinet itself? And number two, how can I seal the garage outside, on the outside ground where the water gets into the garage? I was considering bleaching the cabinet and putting Flex Seal liquid on either the outside floor of the garage or inside the cabinet. Does that sound like a workable solution to you?
No, none of them. So let's start from scratch. First off, until you stop the water, you're going to have a problem. And you can't seal your garage. I want you to make sure you listen to me. You cannot seal. It's not a boat. You don't turn it over. It will not float. It will sink. You have to deal with it on your drainage issue. You've got a drainage problem. Meyerland is notorious for drainage problems, the floods, everything else. And as the ground gets higher and subsidence goes in there, and you know that Meyerland has changed over all these years. So it has to be addressed. In some cases, you literally have to pour some more concrete and raise the garage floor up, or you can have someone do it with pilings underneath. You have a couple of options to get that thing higher up out of the ground. But until you do that, you're going to have water. You can't seal it, and the Flex Seal commercials are hilarious. I've used a couple of the products in certain little things, and it actually worked for a couple of them. But as far as that goes, you got to stop the water from getting in. You cannot seal your garage. The cabinet, you never bleach a cabinet. Bleach will just rot wood away, so don't do that. What you're going to have to do when you do get the water problem fixed is just go ahead and clean the cabinet real well. Even if you have to scrub it with a little Comet and detergent or something, clean it, and then go ahead and repaint it and paint it again. And if you have water stains that have come through, are there and they're really hard to clean off, then paint the water stains with a pigmented shellac first and then paint the cabinet. But you got to stop the water, and it's either lower the ground, do the drainage, Mike Ball, irrigation, landscaping, and lighting. If it's a drainage issue, get them out there. If you have to raise it up, Due West can raise it up about 6-8 inches if you need to pull it out of the ground. Or you can actually probably have someone, maybe even trifection, to cut the bottom of the walls off and add 3 or 4 inches of concrete underneath there, and then set the walls back down on it and get it up out of the ground.
Yeah, because you're not going to stop the water. I saw a video the other day that was comparing Houston and Dallas, and it was quite entertaining.
Yes, I bet.
And they said Houston is sinking because we're sucking out the groundwater.
Yeah. So?
No,
Houston would sink if we didn't. Or what if we didn't? It would raise up. I mean, it's the world does that. But I believe it. It probably is true. I've heard Jim Dutton say that he sees that a lot as they look at the topography when they go into areas. Jim Dutton and Kenny Dutton, the Dutton family, they run Due West Foundation Repair. So they keep on these things. But yeah, we are sucking a lot of water out of the ground. And that's why, Charlie, not too many years ago, we went to half surface water and half groundwater. Before it was all groundwater because the problem was getting so bad.
Well, we want to save you from bad problems. Go to HomeShowRadio.com, click on Ask Tom. He's here to help you. You can send us a question. You can send us a video. You got to fill out this form, include pictures like we had right there, and it helps us give you a better answer because we can see what the problem is, and that's always helpful. And so we post a new one every day at our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and of course at HomeShowRadio.com.